Alright, welcome my stones to the second to the last playthrough of Mega Man 9. I've decided to kind of make this a normal commentary playthrough of Stage 3 and 4 of the Wily Castle. I'm going to do a special Mega conclusion of just the Wily machine. This Mega Man, all three phases of the Wily machine are all in one fight, which is ridiculous. Other Mega Mans, usually they put two forms of the Wily machine as one fight, and then you have one more fight with like a final version of Wily. But this Mega Man, they put them all three in one single battle. So that'll be an epic conclusion, heavily edited, heavily scripted. But this, I was just going to do a commentary for it. This stage, as you can see, there was a unique dynamic with the gravity pushing Mega Man up. When you fire the blaster, you keep going until you fire a counter blaster in the other direction, so it takes some getting used to. So it's just like if you're in space with no gravity, you're going to keep going until you have some type of counter thrust. That's it. That's the only time I die, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yep, only time I die before I get to Wily, of course. But that'll be coming up. Of course, you want to get all the energy capsules. There's kind of a secret to this stage, which I'll show you when we get to it, that you can get a really easy way to get the ultimate weapon capsule. Basically refills all of your weapons to max and your health to max. So it's like a super elixir. I don't even know what you call it. I'm sure it has some kind of a name, but you'll see. There's a trick to getting it, and I'll be sure to point that out when it comes up. And we've got Sniper Joe's, Wily's foot soldiers. Jewel Satellite will, of course, die if you hit the member, but with this you can bounce the bullets back. And we've got the second of two of these gravity portions, where Mega Man is forced to slowly float upward. And he can only shoot to give himself momentum to move in a given direction. And he will keep going until he shoots in the opposite direction. It's an interesting dynamic. It does take a little bit of getting used to. But, as you see here, you want to hang all the way to that left side of the screen, and then that stupid thing will take you to that ultimate weapon capsule, which I'll use later, right before I fight all the Robot Masters again. So hang to the left side of the screen in the second of two gravity wells, or whatever you want to call it, and that stupid thing will take you right there. If you don't hang to the left side of the screen, it's super hard, because as you get close to the ladder, the damn thing pulls you back to the spikes, and it catches people by surprise all the time, and it's very hard to dodge. This part can be annoying. Just take your time, look before you leap, hit the artillery. Yeah. Just take your time. It's not a rush. One of the reasons I like Mega Man games, there's no time limit. Some of the other old NES games used to have time limits. So not only was it a challenging game, but you couldn't take it nice and slow. You had a time limit you were always fighting against. Now this thing coming up is, I think it's called the Block Devil. Or the Devil, I don't know. It's basically like the Yellow Devil. Man, this fight's annoying. You gotta basically like stare in the center of the screen, so you can't. If you fixate your vision on any one of those moving things, you're gonna get hit. So you kind of want to like keep your eyes focused on the middle of the screen and use your periphery to navigate Mega Man. And the pattern never changes, but it's just tricky because there's two of them coming at you at once. The first version of the Yellow Devil only had one of those things coming at you at once. But it was challenging because of the raw speed. They're not moving as fast, but it's just way more challenging when you have two of them coming at you. But just keep in mind that pattern never changes, and then only the red eye is actually damageable, and its weakness is the black hole gun. So I hit it with that, and I had to use an energy tank. Yep, had to use that energy tank. But fortunately, I only had to use one, and I didn't die. So stay tuned for the next part. Yeah. Alright, final platforming stretch of Mega Man 9, the final part of the Wily Castle. One interesting thing about Dr. Wily's castle is it seems like the best music is in the game is in one of the Wily stages, but also the worst music. Like, this music is just awful. I don't know, it's just awful. I don't like this music. But I love the music that's in the second stage of the Wily Castle. And I remember Mega Man 2 was kind of that way too, where the music for the first part of Wily 1 and Wily 2 was awesome, and then the last two stages it was like, ugh. I don't know, it just, like, this music just isn't, it's not fun, it's not exciting, it's just kind of like, ugh. I don't know. See, you put it in the comments if you agree with me or not. So all you have is a couple of these little laser things. You can choose to get hit if you want to go through it, or use the concrete block. Just an annoying little part to get through before you get to the Robot Master fight. Now, usually, for those who've been members of my channel, or subscribers, or regular watchers of my channel, you'll know that I usually do a special for all the Robot Masters is kind of a musical montage, but I decided not to do that, so I'll just talk through each Robot Master, keeping this kind of just a commentary, regular kind of playthrough. But the conclusion with the Wily machine will be extra special, and then that'll be the last playthrough I do, maybe ever, I don't know, because I'm going to kind of change to something else with YouTube. Obviously the topic will be retro video games, but I have to do something different besides playthroughs. There too many people are doing playthroughs, I guess, so we'll try something different. Alright, so first we have Galaxy Man. Galaxy Man is, I'd say he's one of the easiest Robot Masters. He's not hard at all. In fact, I don't even use his weakness. His weakness, I think, is the concrete blaster. But he's just fine with the Mega Buster. The only tricky part is he'll kind of swoop at you to the side, but if you know about it, it's easy to jump over him. Sometimes he kind of goes back up to the top, or he'll kind of, like, right there is That right there is probably the most challenging part, but if you're ready for it, you can usually jump over him. So not overall, he's not too hard. Not too hard at all. Of course, it just takes a while when you're using the Mega Buster. I think every other Robot Master I use their weakness, I think. Let's see. Ah, yeah, Splash Woman. Her stage has some of the best music for a Robot Master. I love the music that's in her stage. She could be kind of tricky because her laser tridents are hard to dodge because they're very quick and in quick succession. Kind of hard to dodge. Her weakness, of course, is the Hornet Chaser. It'll chase her up there, so that's good. Next, we have Jewel Man. Jewel Man's easy. He has an interesting dynamic. He will jump when you jump, and if you don't jump, he won't jump. So you can make him jump by jumping. His weakness is the Black Hole Bomb. Overall, he's pretty easy. Next, we have Hornet Man. His weakness is the Magma Blaster. And he's kind of medium difficulty, I don't know. Probably challenging with the Mega Buster because the Hornets are hard to dodge. So I'd have a hard time with just the Mega Buster. Then we have, I think this is Magma Man. Magma Man, you use the Tornado Blaster as his weakness. I think he's very tricky with the Mega Buster because he's hard to jump over. You can jump over him sometimes, but you don't know when he's going to do a big jump. There's probably a trick to knowing when he'll do a big jump, but he's kind of hard to dodge. Tornado Man. Tornado Man's fairly challenging. Kind of the same dynamic as Splash Woman. He'll kind of hang around to the top. His weakness is the Plug Ball. Of course, Tornado Man has the most difficult stage. That's very hard without the Rush Jet. I'd say his stage is the most difficult. So we'll get rid of Tornado Man. And then we just have two more. Then we have here, I think this is Plug Man. Plug Man's weakness is the Jewel Shield, Jewel Satellite. And I'd say he's probably one of the more difficult ones. I don't know if I can do him with the Mega Buster. One more is Concrete Man. Concrete Man isn't too hard once you know his trick. Just got to make sure you jump when he lands or you're going to be stunned. His weakness is the Laser Trident. And I found out during this battle you can kind of rapid fire it, which I don't think it does anything, but you can rapid fire the Laser Trident. I thought that was cool. I actually just discovered that in this fight. Alright, that's it. Extra special with the Wily, and then that's it for Mega Man 9. Stay tuned and stay informed. Yeah!